But it really begs the question, what is your view of outcome in life? Is outcome just getting a job? Because that's a horrible outcome. Here is what he says. Here is what I stand on socialism, capitalism, and the lot. I believe we must all have the right to equal opportunity, but we cannot have the right to equal outcome. It's a complicated tweet, Uday. This is a very complicated tweet. Wow, nice. The problem with saying that, I mean, it's a fair thing to say, first of all. Let's just get that straight. This is what, अगर हम अपने systems design करते हैं for the world as a whole, if we design our systems so that the world as a whole can prosper, if we base our political systems, our legal systems, our economic systems on the values of enlightenment, on the idea that human reason and human logic can help us to move forward in life, if we are true to that, absolutely, this is what we would want. Because as soon as you create equal outcome, you kill all sorts of motivations, all sorts of needs for innovation, everything. Equal outcome is a bad idea. I don't know why the communists don't understand that properly. But here is the thing with this tweet that's a problem, or rather a question that can be raised further, is where is the line where equal opportunity ends and equal outcome begins? Is that line school admissions? Is that line college admissions? Is that line job profiles? Where? It's a very important question. क्या हम अपॉर्चुनिटी को, स्कूल जाने को अपॉर्चुनिटी मानते हैं, आउटकम मानते हैं? क्या हम कॉलेज जाने को अपॉर्चुनिटी मानते हैं, आउटकम मानते हैं? क्या हम नौकरी पाने को अपॉर्चुनिटी मानते हैं, आउटकम मानते हैं? कब हम आउटकम चालू करते हैं? क्या है आउटकम लाइफ का? किस सेंस में बोल रहे हो तुम आउटकम और अपॉर्चुनिटी? दिस इज द सेम प्रॉब्लम विद पीटरसन. That's straight up Jordan Peterson. Exactly. That's the same question I would ask Peterson. Where do you draw the line? I get it. I'm with you on this. But where do you draw the line? It's not so easy to answer that question. क्या लाइफ में आउटकम का मतलब यह है कि तुम कितने पैसे कमाते हो, या आउटकम का मतलब यह है तुम्हारे पास कौन सी नौकरी है, या आउटकम का मतलब यह है कि तुम क्या क्रिएट करते हो? और अगर किसी भी सेंस में तुम क्या क्रिएट करते हो आउटकम है, तो जॉब्स एंड रिजर्वेशंस विद जॉब्स आर नॉर्मलाइज्ड अंडर दिस प्रीटेक्स्ट, अंडर दिस डेफिनेशन. देन व्हाट? दिस इज वेल सेड इन एब्स्ट्रैक्शन. तुम एक एब्स्ट्रैक्ट आइडिया की तरह इसको बहुत अच्छे से पॉजिट कर सकते हो. यू कैन बी लाइक, हाँ, इक्वालिटी ऑफ अपॉर्चुनिटी रीजनेबल है, इक्वालिटी ऑफ आउटकम रीजनेबल नहीं है. आई एग्री. We have seen that experiment run and fail. But where does the X begin and where does Y begin? It's not easy. It's not easy. What is the definition of an opportunity in this world? What is the definition of an outcome? You think सिर्फ 12th तक की education is enough. तो फिर I have this unique opportunity or outcome where I get to go to one of the best schools in the world and you all don't. On some level, don't you think you should have that opportunity too? Don't you think I have a very unfair advantage in the job market now? A super unfair advantage in the outside world now because I went to a school that's full of people doing crazy stuff. I don't know how to answer that. I really don't. चलो तो हम ये मान लेते हैं, ठीक है, कि सपोज कोई ये भी कह सकता है प्रखर कॉलेज तक भी सबको एक they should be afforded equal opportunity. वो भी हम opportunity के स्कोप में रखते हैं. फिर हम we move on to jobs. Is job the outcome we are fighting for? What a terrible outcome to be fighting for. What about like the quality of life? What about how you get to enjoy life as a whole? That should be an outcome. We all enjoy lives differently. We all live through our lives differently. If that is the outcome, then what? Ayushman Joshi says, but you also made sure to get in. But also, it's because my father can pay for that tuition. Or now I can pay for that tuition. Because once my father could pay for that tuition. Also, there's somebody saying natural selection, only the strongest will survive Darwin. That's a very poor reading of Darwin. It's a very, very poor reading of Darwin. I spent my life reading Darwin, at least the first 3 years of college reading Darwin. That's not what he's saying. And social Darwinism is not a good idea. It leads to eugenics straight up. This idea that the strongest will survive is the same idea that the Nazis operated on. Just by the way, it's a horrible reading of Darwin. Don't fall for that. Peterson actually said this in the context of gender, but Peterson doesn't limit it to gender. Believe me, I'm one of the bigger fans of Peterson. This is one of the questions Peterson needs to answer. Somebody needs to further him along. I don't know who I heard this saying. I think this is Zizek. Maybe this is Zizek. I'm not sure. But it really begs the question, what is your view of outcome in life? Is outcome just getting a job? Because that's a horrible outcome. If you are interested in ideas like the ones we discussed in this conversation, do not forget to press the subscribe button. I have ideas across the range from science to philosophy and politics on my channel. I'm sure you'd love it.